Are you still gossiping? Every day we encounter opinions, hearsay, and gossip, often cloaked in the guise of conversation or camaraderie. Yet, as followers of Christ, we must confront the reality that every word we speak carries weight, weight that can uplift or destroy, heal or harm. Gossip and its consequences. The book of Revelation warns, but the cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, those who practice magic arts, the idolaters, and all liars, they will be consigned to the fiery lake of burning sulfur. This is the second death. Revelation 21:8 NIV. This harrowing truth reveals that gossipers are not exempt from judgment. This sin, often trivialized, has spiritual ramifications that can lead souls away from God. We must recognize gossip as a weapon of division, one that creeps into our communities and creates strife. When we engage in gossip, we are not simply sharing information, we are participating in the destruction of character. We are, in essence, pronouncing judgments on others without just cause. This act distances us from God and from those we love. Resist the spirit of temptation by speaking life-giving words instead. Pray for the strength to uphold integrity and compassion in our conversations. The nature of God, a promise of truth. The nature of God is woven through the fabric of his promises. God is not a man that he should lie. Numbers 23:19 NIV. This profound declaration reminds us that God's truth stands in stark contrast to the fickle nature of humanity. In an age where misinformation spreads like wildfire, we can anchor ourselves in the certainty of God's eternal promises. When tempted to deviate from truth, whether through gossip, bearing false witness, or slandering a neighbor, it is crucial to remember that God sees all and knows all. He is the ultimate justice. Our words can either reflect his glory or lead others astray. Choose wisely and let your speech be a source of edification rather than destruction. Hell was not created for mankind. The reality of hell is sobering, and it challenges us to evaluate our lives with urgency. Then he will say to those on his left, "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels." Matthew 25:41 NIV. This scripture highlights a profound truth. Hell was never intended for humanity. God's desire is for everyone to come into reconciliation with him and to experience his grace. In reflecting on this, we must ask ourselves, are we living in a manner that reflects the love and grace of God? Are our words and actions leading others toward him or away from him? The choices we make daily shape our lives and impact the lives of others. Let us endeavor to be instruments of his peace, rather than agents of division. Defamation and abomination. The defamation of character, whether through gossip, lies, or slander, is an abomination before God. Proverbs 6:16-19 outlines 7 things the Lord hates, and among them are a lying tongue and a false witness who pours out lies. This verse serves as a stark reminder that our actions and words can either glorify God or offend him. In this light, we must urgent call to safeguard our hearts and mouths. Instead of tearing others down, let us build them up. Pray for those you speak about, acknowledging both their struggles and strengths. Let love overshadow judgment, letting grace guide our conversations. Fighting the good fight of faith. Believers are called to fight the good fight of faith, 1 Timothy 6:12 NIV. This call to action emphasizes the necessity of perseverance in our faith journey, especially when faced with the temptation to indulge in gossip or speak ill of others. This fight requires discipline and conviction. Reinforce your resolve by surrounding yourself with those who uplift and encourage you in your walk. Engage in Scripture and let it transform your mind and heart. When the temptation to gossip arises, remember that every moment of restraint brings you closer to God and further from the pitfall of sin. Words of wisdom, a call to action. As we conclude this reflection, Let us remember that our words can shape destinies. Be vigilant. Resist gossip and temptation, for they can cloud our hearts and blind us to the truth. God has not created us for destruction. He desires our redemption. Seek His face and rely on the strength of His promises. Let no corrupting talk come out of your mouths, but only such as is good for building up as fits the occasion, that it may give grace to those who hear. Ephesians 4:29 ESV. Let this be our guiding principle. In a world where gossip can be tempting and defamation can be common, let truth be our compass. Let each conversation be a reflection of the love of Christ, built on integrity and grace. Engage in the good fight of faith, and remember, your words have the power to ignite spirits or quench them. Choose wisely.